The non-government sponsored Chinese Christian delegation that arrived at Washington, D.C. on January 31st for seminars on religion and rule of law was warmly welcomed and received by people from all walks of life in Washington, D.C. It was originally planned that 6 people would come in this delegation, yet only 3 succeeded in making the trip due to the obstructions by the Chinese government. Pastor Bob Fu, founder and president of China Aid Association, its U.S. legal counsel David Taylor, and other members of the association will accompany the delegation throughout its visit in America. At 6 p.m. on February 1st, the delegation attended the Seminar on Rule of Law and Human Rights in China, co-sponsored by China Aid Association and the School of Law of George Mason University in Washington, D.C. The 3 delegates, the legal scholar Zhang Dajun, the human rights lawyer Li Renbing, and the House Church leader Zhang Laguo, respectively gave speeches on the current condition of rule of law, civil society, and the freedom of religion in China.
宗教跟政府呢，两者之间它不是平等的，乃是凌驾在这个教会之上的。
Several American and religious scholars also delivered short speeches.
And that's why when it comes to a conclusion of this matter, you see people who have been tortured because of their faith.
Participants of the seminar believe that this seminar has broadened people's horizons and promoted the exchanges and partnership between Chinese and American non-governmental entities. And Dr. Scott Phillips, Deputy Director for Policy and Research and Director of East Asia of the United States Commission on International Religious Freedom, delivered speeches at the seminar.
Where religious faith and the growth of religion meets the rights defense movement, this is a very powerful confluence of power, and it's one that the Chinese government has tried to sort of break apart.
From 9 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. on February 2nd, members of the delegation conducted extensive and profound exchanges with the senior attorneys at the famous law office of Kirkland & Ellis LLP, just across the street from the White House. Ms. Jackie Wilcott, the former U.S. ambassador to the United Nations, also arrived at the seminar, met with the members of the delegation, and delivered an important speech.
Saying you signed on to the international covenant and all the declarations, all the treaties for human rights, and you're supposed to live up to them. And it's not us telling you that, you agreed to them.
Pastor Bob Fu and the members of the delegation conducted extensive exchanges with the American lawyers and officials, speaking on freedom of religion and rule of law in China.
如果有这些组织，然后再利用这个英退网把它这个联系起来的话，那么这个社会才有一个更强大的力量。那么这样的，在这种的社会基础上的话，那么才能够说改变中国的社会结构。